And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Upland Development United meeting. My name is djShorts, and I am one of the founding members of UDU. I'm so very happy and excited to be here with all of you today. For those of you who are here live right now, thank you for joining us. Anyone who is not able to join our live stream, be sure to check out the full show on YouTube and the podcast on Spotify. We have a fully packed show today with many different topics to cover and several different speakers. Of course, we will have the man with the plan, UDU mastermind and originator, Ben68, here with us to discuss primary dealings with UDU branding and membership. Here with us today, we have the metaverse disciple himself in Venom. Joining us again this week will be financial guru, Wall Street SatoshisView. Alongside, we will also have the one and only Uplando here today to give us a rundown of exciting news. We will also have new UDU member OctoCupcakes joining us this week. All right, so OctoCupcakes, you have a presentation for us, is that right?
I do, it's on Reddit.
All right, I am going to go ahead and do share screen and pull that up. Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
No, just you.
Oh, I must have not clicked it. Sorry about that. Is that better?
Yes, except
right.
you're kind of not at the beginning of it. You have to hit present.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, whenever you're ready, go OctoCupcakes. Take it away.
Okay. The UDU has arrived on Reddit. So this is going to be the UDU's first time on Reddit. There is already an Upland Reddit that you can go to, but it's locked, so nobody can post. So we thought it would be a better idea to make our own. So here we go. So for anybody who doesn't know what Reddit is a huge message board that's made out of more than 2 million little message boards called subreddits, and you can find one for absolutely anything. Next. Okay, so why is Reddit important for the UDU? Reddit is important because it has more than 430 million active users per month. It's the 6th most visited site in the US, which surprisingly is higher than Twitter or Instagram. So this is why the UDU should develop a strong presence on Reddit, because you can get more eyes on it, more eyes on the UDU, more eyes on Upland, and here we go. So whenever you first click in, this is what you see. It's going to scroll down a little bit. So you'll see all of these different topics on your left side. On your right side, you'll see ways to sort the topics. There's a few other things on the right side. Eventually, there should be a wiki over there, but Adam and I haven't finished with that yet. So let's talk about sticky posts. Sticky posts are the ones that stay to the very top. So no matter how many posts that people make, these will always be on the top so people can see them when they come visit. So this very first one I want to talk about is the "Hi Uplanders, welcome to Upland UDU." This is the question post where you can put anything you'd like to know, and I have it set to notify me. So when somebody has a question and they post it, it will alert me so I can go and answer their question, or I can find out the answer for them if I don't know it. Okay, the next sticky post we have are maps, charts, and diagrams. These are helpful for anybody, but mostly for the newbies. And all of these maps, charts, and diagrams were made by our new friend, Human Simulation. You can only see the first one here, but there are 5 more right now, and he's making more of them. And as he makes them, I'm going to put them up. The next one is for referral links. This is just its very own little post where you can just leave your referral link. You don't have to say anything else. This one we put here, we talked about, what if people are going to try and put the referral links all over? It's just going to clog everything up. So Adam and I decided that we should put this here so people can leave it here instead of making their own post. But if they do make their own post with just the referral link, I'm going to delete it. But if somebody makes a higher effort post, you know, even if they're just asking a question, or if they want to, I don't know, leave one of their links for something else like a YouTube video or whatever, you can put the referral link in there. But if it's just a post with the referral link, it has to go in this one. Okay, next up is the helpful videos, blogs, and social media. This so far only has DJ's stuff, but here are his videos. The first one, that's actually one of his newer ones, but I put it at the top because it's like the ultimate new player's guide. Everybody should go watch this before they play. But these other ones I have linked are aimed at newbies. And then at the very bottom, it's just to go to his main page so you can see all of them. And as with the other ones, I am adding them as he goes. Next up, social media continued. This is just an example of what social media can do and why we should be on many different social media sites. Here is DJ's Instagram. It's an extremely fast growing Instagram. It's only been up for 10 days and it already has 206 followers. So he must have been working really hard on getting followers for his Instagram. So anybody can put their Instagram there if it's Upland related. These are just a few custom things that I did. If you'll notice, it's going to go over and it's going to change the up and down vote buttons. It starts off as a llama. When you give it an up vote, it turns into a watermelon. The down vote button just changes to like a different thumbs down. These can be changed to anything that we want them to be. I just put this in as an example because I thought it was cute and it can be changed. Just let me know. The next thing that I have customized is flares. On Reddit, flares are used to classify posts. They're kind of like tagging them. I made a lot of different custom flares that I felt had stuff to do with Upland. I can make more of them. I can make anything you want, really. You just have to DM me your requests and I'll make a new flare and I'll put it up that people can use. So that's about it. You can join the subreddit by going to our Upland UDU. You have to click the request to join button because right now it's restricted. But after you do that, either Adam or I will approve it. And if you look on the right, that is my little avatar there. Feel free to say hello, ask me any questions, anything you'd like. So once the UDU members have been posting things and everything's going smoothly, then we can go ahead and open it up to the public and then anyone can join. And that's the end. If anybody has any questions about Reddit, feel free to ask me.
Amazing, Dawn. Thank you. Amazing OctoCupcakes. Sorry, I almost slipped there. So
that's okay.
That was a great presentation. Thank you for going through that and sharing. And there's a couple of points I want to make there. Like you said, Twitter is huge, and the more eyeballs we can get, the better for everyone. So I don't want to, I want to stress the importance of what you're doing. It is tremendously helpful, and it's filling a huge gap that we didn't have filled. So thank you so much. And yeah, I have to say my favorite part of the presentation was the Upland shorts part.
I figured it would be.
I might be a little biased, but that was my personal favorite part. But thank you very much. That was very informative, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would just like to add big thank you to Uplando for helping me with it. He spent 3 hours running through every single word with me and making sure that I felt confident. So thank you, Uplando.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Well, thank you, Uplando, for helping, and great job. And we look forward to hearing more from you in the future.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, so I am going to move things along here. I'm going to jump into by the numbers, and I'm just going to give a brief rundown of some key neighborhoods and a few other metrics. So according to DApp Radar, Upland is still #1 on the EOS blockchain. Growth in unique Upland wallet addresses continues to climb. as Upland continues onboarding thousands of new members each week. The total number of unique wallets is quickly approaching 100,000. Okay, time for flyby numbers for the neighborhoods. Woodward Park in Fresno is holding steady right around 500% up from mint. Moving to Brooklyn, Crown Heights was able to make the jump up from 300% to over 400% and is now well above a 10K floor, pushing from a sub 9K floor just a few weeks ago. Bushwick has also raised its floor over 10K. Markups look to be heading over 500%. Taking a look at Manhattan, we will take a look at Little Italy. A month ago, sitting around 300K floor with a 9X markup. Now the floor is pushing close to 400K with nothing for sale under 1,000% from mint. Nice one. Okay, heading back to San Fran to look at Sunset. The floor on Sunset is now pushing to 20K, up almost double from a month ago. The floor in San Fran has risen from around 11,000 region to over 15,000 in the past month. Awesome. Congrats to everyone making huge returns. Everything is looking up, up, up in Upland. Okay, before we move on, I'd like to take this opportunity to formally announce the UDU has successfully acquired its newest node in Oakland. With over 80% ownership, I am proud to announce DDU will be the third chapter in UDU. We are still working out all the details on this amazing new part of the core group, but I would like to point out that we are located in the heart of Oakland and right across the highway from SDU. So you can think of DDU and SDU as one big node or sister nodes. And for those of you who are unaware, SDU is the school node in Oakland. So that is the Diamond and Upper Diamond neighborhoods, that's DDU, and then the school neighborhood is SDU, and they're all located right next to each other. All right, so with that, I'm going to hand things off to Uplando. Uplando, what do you have for us today?
Thank you so much. That was an amazing presentation, and Don was Octo was being way too kind because I just sat there for 3 hours and shook my head and said, yes, that's amazing stuff. You did it all. She put it all together, so it was amazing. So thank you very much, though. I appreciate that. And it was a fantastic presentation. That's going to be a hard one to follow. I just want to point out, if you guys haven't seen Ben 68's and No.6's interview, it was awesome. I got to learn so much there. It was really cool. Yeah, that was a lot. And I encourage anybody to go over and check that out because it was really cool. And I'm glad to see some new faces in the group and as UDU grows. As Ben spoke of, SDU, I can officially announce it. You can imagine the start and stops of Oakland and how tough it was to not say anything that I was making a play for school and really trying to put that and solidify it as a node for the UDU. It is official. SDU is a node for UDU, and School Development United, you can call that, but I like to call it the school district. So welcome to school. School is in session. So that is what we are going to do. And there are three main components to this, really. Shortly put, school is about code of conduct, community, and being charitable. Obviously, there's an education element to all of that, but those are the three things that we are, as school members, putting forth. So you're going to see a lot more of the projects that come from that, that exude all of that. So anybody that's in school right now that wants more information on that, or if you want to become a part of it, please DM me and we'll figure out a way to get you in there. And really, that's about it. There is a contest that's coming up. This is no leaking of information or inside information. I do have a contest that will be announced here shorter or later today. It will be completely different than anything else I hope that anybody has ever done. It will be civic and community minded. So that's really all I had. I really appreciate everything and continue to go the UDU. For those in Grant City, thank you so much for being a part of community in Staten Island. There will be other cities there that will be community based. Jump in and find a way around.
Absolutely. Thank you for the update, Uplando. Oh, there was 2 ups in a row there. That got me. Okay. All right. Beautiful stuff. And thanks for touching on the school node there. And very exciting. I'm looking forward to everything that comes. So very cool. Thank you very much. Okay. So can we bounce it over to Envenom? Do you have anything for us today?
Yeah, guys, how's it going? I'm excited about kind of the state of the game currently. I think that you know, the community giveaway stuff that they're doing is a huge step, and kind of mixing it with some auction stuff and keeping it interesting in between cities. So I think that that's huge and kind of a step in the right direction of what we've been talking about and what we've been asking for. So I'm excited about that. I personally, along with Hacker, are putting together a giveaway at Upx.world/giveaway. You can go there. You can enter into the giveaway. You have to kind of bounce back and forth between UP2Land and UPX.world. There's a reason for that. We want to get people used to that, bouncing back and forth, and add some stuff on Twitter. There's a countdown timer, and at the end of the countdown timer, we're going to go live on Twitch. So there's going to be about a 15 to 20-minute live stream with some interesting guests and some fun stuff while we're drawing the names of the winners. We're also going to be doing some other really nice giveaways during that time period too. So definitely, if you guys can head over there on Sunday at noon Pacific time, please do. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of fun. As far as the kind of development stages and stuff that we're doing is concerned, we have some really good news about UP2Land. We are in the process of pushing forward on development, and everything is going wonderful there. Just a little bit behind the schedule that I had originally thought, but it's better late than never, in my opinion, because we did everything right leading up to that. And also, I'd like to kind of formally announce here today that myself, along with Uplando, are going to be doing Upland Radio. So Upland Radio is going to be a streaming 24/7 radio station that's going to have Upland-based content, advertisements, giveaways, all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be a nice thing for all of us to have. Uplando is going to be the master maestro, and we're gonna have it streaming on UP2Land and UPX.world. You know, and we're going to try to get it out to everybody. But I think that all of the regular faces and content that you guys are used to, kind of having to go to this podcast or that podcast, is going to be kind of brought into one place, and probably a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of new opportunities for people that want to create content to be able to put onto that. That should be starting very soon. I know I'm adding some stuff to the server for that today. So keep your eyes open. I think within the next week or two, we should be seeing some content for Upland Radio. This is the first time we've spoke about it. It's been kind of hush hush, but I think that this is time, because we're ready. We've all the plans have been made and all the discussions have been taken, which kind of leads me to my last little piece is, you know, I still just, you know, I guess I was talking with a couple of people, and they were telling me kind of like, hey, you know, when we first watched your first interview, you had like a lot of like love for the game, and you've had, you know, and over time you've kind of, you know, started talking about making money. And I took some time to reflect on that. And I thought like, yeah, you know, that's kind of, it's hard to do, guys. Like, you know, when we're trying to build stuff and we're trying to, and I'm putting out money and we're building, and, you know, it's just, you get that business oriented mind, but you start, I guess, not losing sight of what the original love was or the original goal was. And so for me, you know, I've started to kind of reflect on that, and you know, because the fact of the matter is, I love what I'm doing. I love working with the UDU. I love building and developing and innovating. I love when I see the community doing the same thing. So, you know, if I've kind of come off like that at all, I want to let everybody know that that's definitely not my you know, heart. It's just, you know, when I'm building, I kind of get focused, laser focused on stuff. So definitely you're going to see more of that love coming back from me. And I appreciate everybody here. So, you know, you guys definitely UDU 100%. If there's anything anybody needs, as always, I'm available. And, you know, I'm looking forward to all the projects and stuff that we're doing. I know Ben is probably going to speak to something that's amazing. So I'm excited to hear about that. So thank you guys. And we'll have more next week.
Wow, amazing stuff. Yeah, we need you to get that business stuff wrapped up so we can get the fun-loving, wild, crazy Venom back. We miss that guy. Where is he at?
I miss him too. I miss him too. I mean, that's the fact of the matter is, I'm trying to make stuff happen, and you know, it's just it's in here. You know, I got to just sometimes sit back and reflect, and you know, change course and adjust. So that's all I'm doing. But I appreciate that, DJ. I'm definitely coming back.
Absolutely. Well, I'm making light of it, but for anybody who doesn't know, this guy is putting in tons of work, tons of time, tons of money outside of the actual application into the game. He is truly trying to change the game and make it better for all Uplanders, for all players. So it's incredible what he's doing, really. And just to touch real quick, I didn't know that the radio station was going to come out soon. I had heard some whisperings about it, but I didn't know it was coming out now, and that is super exciting. So kudos for keeping it under wraps, and wow, looking forward to that. Very cool.
Can't wait. It's exciting stuff.
It is. It is. All right. Well, thank you for that, Venom. And I guess it's time to move on here. So we will be going over to Ben68, and we're going to find out some more about the multilingual side of Upland. I was actually part of a meeting yesterday, and it was some really cool stuff. I'm going to let Ben68 tell you more about it because he's more aware, but it was very interesting. So Ben, how are you doing today?
Very well. Thank you, DJ. Thanks for that. Before I get into that, there's a few other things that I'd like to cover. First and foremost, I want to reach out and say thank you once again to our artist madman Skru. I know he's been working with Uplando, and it looks like he's been busy with OctoCupcakes as well. Yeah, the amount of work that he puts in the background is amazing, and I forgot to give him a shout out last week for some of the stuff he did. So thank you, Skru. We appreciate everything that you do, and if you haven't checked it out already, check out his merchandise store and show him some love that way. As DJ, no, it was Uplando, sorry, talked about, I had an interview with No.6, which was really good. I've also recorded an interview with Erawahu, which has recently gone live. That was a really good chat. Lots of cool and interesting stuff come out of that. I've also recorded one with one of our brand new members who's only 3.5 weeks into the game, AN1 James Pickett. That interview will come out sometime later this week. And I also have one of our veteran players, UDU, booked in for probably this weekend. So check out those videos. There's lots of little interesting tidbits in there. And yeah, if you're a member who wants to get involved, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep nominating people and putting you on the spot and see how we go. But yeah, I'm trying to get at least two of those done a week, because we got a lot of members, and we're going to get more. So trying to keep up with that's going to be fun. Moving over to the MTU, the Midtown Terrace United, we've had some recent developments there. I have been kind of bemoaning the lack of details from the team about businesses. We did have some crucial questions answered recently, and that has allowed us to move the Crypto Jedi into the business area, the BA. So he has 10 spots there reserved for him, and really excited to see him get moved in and set up. And he's also taken on 3 spots in the RA. So he's got 3 spots in the RA on reserve, and Uplando has also taken 3 spots in the RA. So at the moment, if it wasn't for something that came up yesterday, there would only be 2 spots remaining in the RA. As it turns out, we have 4 spots left in the residential area. I picked up 2 from Bloodless yesterday as he looked to secure some liquidity for these upcoming auctions. They're not upcoming. I just seen a message from Podx actually that all of those ultra rare collections sold out within 90 seconds. So they're gone, they're dusted as predicted. I did get some feedback from some members about the post that I put in regards to Bloodless putting his MTU properties live up on the market. I realized that did come across as a bit dictatorish. Often I take for granted the information that I know or our very engaged members know. Apologies if that's the way it come across. But please, if you have a property that is an NDN, one of our nodes, reach out internally and offer that to the team first, please. Because otherwise it's just going to end up in the hands of flippers, and they'll reprice it at the grossly inflated floor price instead of the true underlying price. For example, in the MTU at the moment, the real price is 150K. but I think the floor price is, I think there's one there at 250K and then it jumps to nearly 380. So yeah, once again, if you need liquidity, like we understand it, some people have, you know, multiple dozens of properties in some of these NDNs. We're not expecting you to lock those up forever, but you know, you're kind of obligated to reach out internally first. And if you're not aware what properties are nodes, you're probably not that engaged in the UDU. I will put something out this week that kind of makes that all a bit clearer as to what nodes we're working on and what nodes we have secured. But yeah, if you're unsure, just reach out, ask a question. It's just going to save a bit of drama in the future. Moving to the UDU multilingual meeting that DJ mentioned. Yeah, that was fantastic. We had two guys, Sonny and Lucas. They come to us from the Spanish and the Portuguese communities. Those guys have been doing an incredible amount of work that just gets unseen behind the scenes. Between the two of them, I think they have about 350, 400 members in their respective communities. And, you know, we discussed many things. Some of the important points we discussed were that at the moment, Upland is heavily English focused. And, you know, as Venom discussed in the meeting, that has to change at some point. This is an international game, and we're not going to wait for Upland to get that organised. We're going to get the ball rolling with supporting that straight away. So we talked to those guys, we discussed ways to move forward, and they have both come on board as official UDU members, and they will act as intermediaries between official UDU stuff and their own communities. And there will be a lot of backwards and forward support. We'll be looking to support them in as many ways as we can, basically. So yeah, they're our two new UDU members. And through that discussion, it came up that was a fantastic case for Grant City, our community node. So one of the guys, I believe it might have been Sonny, apologies if it wasn't, he actually saw what we were doing in Grant City, and he purchased some properties there. And he is working with Uplando, I believe. He's going to swap those properties for some of the properties in the UDU node SDU, the school district. And that's basically his ticket into UDU. So if you're out there and you're thinking about, well, why would I bother getting involved in Grant City? Well, just be aware that we're not exactly sure how that's all going to play out, but it's highly likely that there will be situations like this. Like, you can secure a property in Grant City at mint price, but who knows in the future, that might be your ticket into other nodes. So instead of having to come up with 150K or whatever the buy-in price might be for some of our established nodes. So yeah, we're not exactly sure how that's going to play out, but that was just a really cool use case that came up straight away. So I want to thank those guys for that. Oh, and we will be scheduling another meeting that's along the similar lines, but I talked to No.6 and Finsky about working out a time that best suits our European friends. We did get some feedback originally that, why did you set the meeting at this time? That's like 1 o'clock in the morning in wherever it was, Germany or somewhere. But, you know, as we know with this game, everybody gets shafted at some stage, and it's usually me, so that's all right. But yeah, I had already organised that meeting with those two guys, so we'll schedule another one. And it was kind of good, actually. Like, that meeting with just those two was kind of pretty casual, and we got to nut out a few more details. So now when we go into the bigger meeting with the wider community members from the other languages, we'll have a bit better idea of what we're going to talk about and discuss and how we can move forward with that. So that worked out really well. And just one last thing, if you can see over my shoulders, we have some new artwork. We have them going the wrong way, the multilingual node and the community node. There'll be additional node wheels that Skru's put together. And for the multilingual one, as different branches or different language groups come online, well, they'll have their own node and logo, and they'll work with Skru to get those sorted out. And the same with the community wheel. At the moment, that's only Grant City, but we envision that more will come in future. And I was talking to Skru about it last night. We're going to connect those two wheels to our overall node map. So it's It's kind of like a big amoeba spreading out, taking over the upland, as we say. So other than that, again, just want to thank everybody for their involvement and all the work that everybody does behind the scenes. And back over to you, DJ.
Awesome. Great stuff, Ben. I can't get the picture of an amoeba just taking over out of my mind right now. That's what's going to stick with me for a minute. But thank you for all the information. And yeah, absolutely. I don't want to undermine the amount of work that you've been putting in behind the scenes. Also, that's been a tremendous amount of work. You're basically learning a new language at the same time as trying to bring new members into the UDU. So kudos to you. Thank you for everything that you've done for the UDU and for the game. And keep it up, man. Thank you so much. All right. So I know we've got Satoshi out there. Hoping that you've got something prepared for us today. Satoshi, are you with us? Did you have anything that you had ready for today?
So not ready to deliver yet today. Still waiting with my devs, but I wanted to touch base and congratulate Uplando and Venom on running the radio show. Looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. It's interesting because I was reading an article yesterday. I'm reading it right now actually too, but the co-founder of Sandbox, Sebastian Bourget, he was explaining basically how he sees NFTs and NFTs and the metaverse in general becoming a new nation forming. So basically a whole new, I guess, economy coming out in the structure. It's really interesting to see that because based off of school being the place of education and teaching, I think that that's the main key to succeeding here. Basically, we have to be educating people on every front with any questions they might have, whether it's conversion from another metaverse or just branching them off from crypto in general. I mean, it's an adjustment. So other than that, I don't have too much to speak on today. Still waiting on deliverables. So.
I completely agree with you. The education curve is steep, especially for this game. So any way that we can find new ways to educate people or to show them what this game is all about, that's important stuff, man. So thank you for bringing that forward. And absolutely, this is going to be one of those continued battles we're always going to be fighting. So looking for new ways to educate people. So thank you for that. I appreciate your time today, sir. And okay, I see Morchie's is with us today. She's shaking her head and covering her face. Would you just like to come on for a minute and say hello and introduce? No, she's shaking her head. Okay. All right. Uplando, did you have anything that you wanted to add, or in Venom, one of you guys want to jump in?
Just going out, before signing off, I can't tell you how encouraging it is to see some of the new members, and we're all equal, but there are now some more women who are starting to be active in the game, and I can't tell you how appreciative we are to see that. We are not excluding. We are not just an all-male Upland party here. We want interaction from the genders, and we really appreciate that. And as you saw Octo's presentation, it's spot on, good stuff, good content, and we look for more cheese to present anything that she may want to do. So along with all the other members that are here. So that's all I had to say, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to be here today. Thank you.
Yeah, I just real quick on that note, I just wanted to kind of touch base and say that I spoke last week about Upx.world. Upx.world is still still a thing. We're just working with the guys at Uplift to get that squared away. So anybody that has any questions about that, or I know that our guys are waiting from the UDU on when can we get in there and when we can start building. There's just some specifics that we're working out to get everybody in there. And it should be this week that we should have everybody in. But other than that, I also agree with Uplando. I think it's amazing. Every week it seems like we have more and more videos turning on and more people getting involved. So To me, it's amazing. I'm excited about the future, and I hope to have one day where we have, 150 screens and everybody's just lit up and we have their video. Maybe we take a screenshot of that and post it. I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyways, thank you guys. DJ, I'll hand it back to you, but UDU, let's go.
UDU for the win. Let's go. All right. Great stuff. So I guess I'll take a chance and see if there's anybody else. Ben, did you have anything you wanted to jump in before we get off here?
Yes, mate. I just would like to speak again. We touched on this last week about, think about the brain power that we've got associated with us now. Consider how that will explode when we take on these multilingual associate members. Even with just those 2 language group leaders coming on board, there's, potentially a wider net of 400 players who they might have some fantastic ideas, but there's that language barrier there, and we'll be doing everything we can to work with them. Imagine when we get the other European languages on board, there's the potential there is just incredible. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you yourself are able to help out in any way with that, yeah, let us know. And I see Rikuri has just jumped in too. Maybe he can give us a rundown on something. I don't know if he's there.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just popping in just because I just got back to my desk and I saw the link up, and I figured I'd just jump in and see what's going on. So I'm juggling a few things. I don't have anything UDU specific per se.
How's everything going with the metaphor stuff?
Good. We got a bunch of new stuff coming up. I'm working with Uplando on a community engagement thing, and we've got a community manager now, and I'm working with Venom on a website that's not specifically for metaphors, but I think is going to be a really good tool to bring a shitload of people into Upland. Basically, we're trying to provide a one-stop mining shop to bring all of that Alien Worlds type interest for being able to mine NFTs, but do it within Upland, which would be a huge win. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff cooking kind of on the side that we're trying to figure out how to get it all to come together. But we're also looking to work directly with Upland on a collaboration and promotion with metaphors. So we're in the early stages of that. That should be a good size collaboration as well.
Very good. It sounds like you're another one of our players that needs to clone yourself. I know TD was talking about that. He needs to clone himself. It sounds like you might need to as well.
Yeah, I'm always doing 7 things at once. It's the only way to get anything done. So yeah, busy.
Very good. Over to you, DJ.
Yeah, that would be huge. I think that is one of the biggest things missing from the game right now is the NFT portal inside the game. For me, I'm fairly tech savvy, but I like my tech to be easy. I don't want to have to work for it. I want to enjoy it when it's something like this. And for me right now, it's way too much work to go and make all these other addresses and find this and find that. I want it to all be in one place and nice and easy. And once it gets there, I think this game will be ready for prime time. So obviously we have a little bit of work, but it's heading the right direction. And I think we can all see where it's going. So thank you for your work that you're doing there, Recurrier. I know we haven't talked offline about it, but I appreciate that. And absolutely, if you need anything, please reach out and let me know. And Venom, it looks like you're itching. You got something?
Oh no, I was just repositioning.
Okay.
And it's like you see my UDU seat right here, the seat covers. So
I
it's actually
see
my
that.
sweater, but I wanted everybody to see my nice salmon colored shirt. It's not pink salmon, but yeah, it's nice.
Hey, I dig the pineapples. Those look good.
Hey, DJ, one thing real quick.
Yes.
I just now got approved for the contest that I'm going to run for the property giveaway. So I'll be dropping that later tonight. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait. So I've got that approved, and anybody who wants to work with me on it, DM me. I am trying to do a lot of things this week. So as our courier said, we've got a project going on with Metaphors, Upland Radio, and about 10 other things. So if anybody is multilingual that you know of in the game, or that you are, reach out to Ben, reach out to DJ, because that project is awesome. So that's all I had. Thank you so much.
And one more thing that I just remembered, this recording usually goes live pretty much straight after the meeting. It will be delayed this week for a pretty cool reason that you'll find out later. It probably won't go live till maybe Friday afternoon or maybe Saturday morning, something like that. But there is a very good reason why it will be delayed, and stay tuned.
Absolutely. And yeah, thank you. I want to touch on Uplando's point real quick. I almost forgot to mention that. Congratulations to both Uplando and Envenom. You guys both got selected as community leaders by Upland to actually participate in the ultra rare collection giveaway, which is super cool. I don't know how I almost forgot to mention that, but congratulations to both of you. I am so excited to help in any way, and that is amazing stuff. So was there any other UDU members who were also selected? I know I saw you two on there, and I was like jumping up and down when I saw that. So I know I saw T Davis.
The Turbo's in there. He has the Upland Academy, and he's UDU member. So yeah.
Turbo. Thank you. I don't have that list right here, but oh, that's very cool stuff. Those ultra rare collections, man. That's similar to what Envenom has with the Chrysler Building and the Rockefeller Center. They're doing those building the reverse auctions. So pretty cool stuff. This is pretty much the best thing you can get in the game right now. So very cool. Well,
and real quick on that, DJ, just let real quick, and then I think we can be done. But just on that note, I think everybody should get used to what happened today and what happened during the Rockefeller Center and all that. Gone are the days where these properties are just going to be sitting around at reverse auction. So it's not going to happen anymore. It's done. So get your UPX ready, get your money ready, get everything. When these auctions happen, if you want one of those properties, don't sit around and wait for it to drop down. It's not going to drop down. The FOMO is real, and it's happening all around us. So, you know, I had somebody contact me and said, "Hey, what do you think I should do? You think I should wait for?" I said, "Absolutely not." I said, "Get your UPX ready and wait for that thing to turn green. And as soon as it does, hit that button, because everybody else is going to be doing the same thing." And ultimately, that's good news for us, guys. That means that, you know, this stuff is starting to become hot in the streets, and the better that is for us, because we're all property owners in the game. So yeah, it's amazing stuff. And I'll hand it back to you, DJ. I just want to make that point. Thank you.
Well, I'll just cut in there too and say that it's not even about liquidity anymore. We know dozens of players that were gunning for those properties. They were gone in 90 seconds. Unfortunately, it's probably just going to come down to who has the best luck with the capture system. So no doubt there will be a fair bit of butthurt going around in the community, but there will be other opportunities. But yeah, as Venom said, it's no longer a case of grinding for the liquidity. You either have it and you're lucky, or you don't.
That's right. And I agree with these two guys 100%. And it's going to get more competitive from here, not less competitive. So yes, gone are the days where you can just mint endlessly. And I don't see those days returning anytime soon. So Satoshi, I see you waving your hand. What was that? You got something?
Oh, it's all over. I mean, you know, 3 weeks ago is when I determined it's all over. I can't buy all the properties I want. So
it's done.
Hey, and
it's a good thing. It's a great thing.
There's a challenge out there. If people want to see Envenom without his hat, maybe we could start a pool or something to see if we could unhat both Envenom and I maybe some point.
Next week. You guys want to see it? I'll show it to you guys. I don't know if my hair is good or not. Hold on.
The reveal. Oh, damn. Oh,
I feel kind of like djShorts right now. Let me do this one. There we go.
Hey,
we're good right here.
That's
see, I could do this, and we're good. Yeah,
that's a good look, man. You should stick with that. I like that.
Yeah. I do have a full head of hair. I'm not wearing the hat to hide baldness or something like that. I just think it looks cool because I want to be like, you know, cool dude. So yeah.
And the reveal. We've seen the hair. All right. Okay.
Next week I challenge Uplando.
Oh boy, we'll see. You'll have to tune in, see what happens. You'll have to see what happens. You'll have to tune in.
All right, well, we're gonna have to get something going on Discord to try and get it, raise the stakes a little bit on this one. See what we can do. Have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to jump in before we head off here? All right. Well, great meeting. Thank you everyone for being here today. And we are going to sign off for this one. Thanks for joining the UDU team meeting.